everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica. On today's video, we're going to be doing day 1 of December's 5 days of foundation. And this month we are using stick foundations. I tried some stick foundations earlier in this year in the summertime. I really like stick foundations and I'm hopeful that these ones will work out for me as well. This week I'm going to be using 3 higher end foundations and 2 drugstore foundations. And maybe a bonus one. I don't know. We'll see. Anyhow, today I'm going to be using the CoverFX Cover Click Cream Foundation. Now, I do have the Click Stick. This itself, I think it's like a couple of dollars. I forget how much I paid for it. It's literally just a hole that you can... you actually use this to keep the product in. Now, I think they do, you can use this as like a cream contour as well. I got this in 2 shades. I got it in P20 and N10 because I bought them off the internet. I wasn't sure what shade would work for me, so I ended up getting the 2 shades. Now, I will say this. In this product, this has 0.2 ounces, and I think it's only like, I think I paid like $10 for them. They might have been on sale. But quite honestly, if you look at the size of the packaging and the size of the product that's inside of it, first of all, it looks like there's little condensation dots all over the side of my product. But anyway, this one is N10. So if you look at the size of the product and the size of the actual packaging, it's actually on par. It's not way out of whack. You know, other stick foundations will have like this huge stick. Let me just grab one of the other ones I have here sitting on my table. So here is the NYX one that I'm going to be using tomorrow. If you saw my November wrap-up video, you already knew that this was one of the foundations that I was using. This is in 0.21 ounces. This is 0.2 ounces. So literally they are basically the same amount of product. And you can see that that's basically the same amount of product. The CoverFX is a little bit taller, but the NYX one is a little bit thicker around. So anyway, the only reason why I point that out is because some people might look at this product and think, oh, there's not a lot of product there for what I'm paying for. But, you know, this is the same amount of product as this is, even though it's a significantly larger packaging. So, and what you can do with this is you have the click stick. You can actually put this inside and it will keep your product. Now you can put this other one on the other side and it will actually keep your product in here so that you can like bring it with you to like in your purse or something like that if you're using it with contour or something along those lines. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get to the actual product. Before I get started, I do have the Smashbox Photo Finish So Chill Coconut Primer Water on my face. And then I also have the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer on top of the primer water. So, the Cover Click Foundation, which is this right here, retails for $18. It's currently on sale on the CoverFX website for $9. I don't know if they're discontinuing it or what they're doing with it. But right now at filming, which is mid-November, it's on sale for $9. When this video posts, I'm not sure what price it will be. So there's not a huge shade selection. I'm going to show you it right now. It looks like that is it. So not a huge selection, but it looks like, you know, you can maybe use some for contour if you're a lighter skin shade, or maybe even some highlighting. So I'm going to go ahead and read what it does. This is a long-wearing, full coverage stick foundation and concealer in one. You can conceal, contour, and highlight with this multitasking stick foundation. Available in 24 global shades, this long-wearing formula instantly conceals imperfections with 32% pigment, while its creamy yet weightless texture glides on effortlessly and blends seamlessly for a perfect second skin finish. Each lightweight, compact cover click is packed with product and contains 55% as much product as our full-size compact foundation. While they can be purchased alone, they were specifically designed to fit into the innovative double-ended click stick, which is that right there, for ultimate convenience and portability. Like I said, I think they intend for you to have like a contour and a highlighter, or a contour and a foundation, so you put one on each side. At least that's what I think. Okay. How to use, apply directly to skin, blend in the skin with your fingertips. You can also use a brush or a sponge. Highlighter, contour, how to use, etc. So, actually, I was wrong. I said there was a couple bucks. The click stick is $1. This is $1. So, I think I actually picked these up on an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I think it was spring of 2018 that I picked these up. So these have actually been sitting here waiting for me to try for a while now. It does have 4.5 out of 5 on this product on the CoverFX website. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and put my phone down. And like I said, I have 2 shades here. I have N10 and P20. I'm not quite sure what that means, what the N and the P means. I didn't see it on the website. The P looks like it has more of a peach undertone or a darker undertone than the N. I'm going to show you both of them side by side. So this one on this side is the N10 and this one on this side is P20. So you can see there's just a little bit of a difference in the shades there. I'm not sure which shade is going to work for me, so let's try N10. I think N10 is going to work. Let's see what P20 looks like. So P20 looks like it just has a little bit more red undertones to it, like a peach or pink undertones. All right, I'm going to go with the N10 shade. I might add in a little bit of the P20. I'm not going to bother wiping that off because I use such a small swatch. I'm not going to bother with that. So anyway, I'm going to use N10. I might build it up with some of the P20 if I need to. It has a slight smell to it. Anyway, I'm going to be using my Sigma F82 round kabuki brush, which is a little bit denser of a brush because this is a stick foundation. This also says it's a concealer, so I'm going to try to use it as a concealer as well. I have a blemish here on my chin, which I'd really like to cover. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and buff this into my skin, and I'll be right back. All right, I feel like that is more of a medium coverage. I'm going to add a little bit of the P20. I've already added like a second coating of the N10, and I just don't feel like it's really covering everything. So the P20 is a little bit darker, and it might be a little bit closer to my undertones. You can see there that it seems to be covering a little bit more of the redness in my skin. And I think doesn't like a peach or orangey does cover redness a little bit better. I'm not sure. So I will say this does seem to be a very soft texture. And as I'm like putting it on my skin, it is leaning against the side of the packaging. All right. Okay, I think that did help a little bit. Not a lot though. This is not a full coverage foundation. At least on my skin, it's not a full coverage foundation. Right now, it's actually looking pretty good. It's really pretty good. It's not covering up this blemish. So I do have another concealer here sitting on my table. I am going to try to cover up this blemish just with the that concealer. I'm not going to do my under eyes with that concealer, just the blemish. So right now, immediately after putting it on, it's actually looking pretty good. All right, the time. Time now is 10:46. I am going to go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. All right, y'all, I am back. It is 11:14. It took me a little bit of time to get my makeup done today, but my face makeup was done prior to 11. So we're going to call 11 o'clock the check-in time. So I will check in at 3 o'clock, and then again at 7 o'clock. It might be a little bit before 7 because I'm planning on going to the gym tonight with my son, Neil, my teenager, who's never been on this channel. But if you follow any of my other channels, I have a taste test channel, a vegan channel, and then I also have a vlog channel, and my son shows up on there from time to time. But anyway, I'm planning on going to the gym with him tonight, and I think we'll probably go by 7 o'clock. So I might check in a little bit before the 8 hours is done, just because, like I said, some people go to the gym with their makeup on. It's not something that I prefer to do. That's just me, because my skin's very finicky. I mean, I'm almost 40 years old, and I still get blemishes fairly regularly. So yeah, I'd prefer not to wear makeup when I go to the gym because I do sometimes sweat. Not all the time, but every once in a while I will sweat when I go to the gym. So anyway, no judgment on anybody who likes to wear makeup to the gym. I just personally, it's a personal preference, I do not. So on the rest of my face, I have the CoverFX Perfect Setting Powder in Translucent. Just because this was sticky, so when I touched it, it was transferring, so I decided to go ahead and powder it. On my actual face, I have the Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 3 from 2017. I did not buy the 2018 one because I've barely scratched the surface of these products. They're very, very good. I think it says 12 months on it. It does, but they still work just fine. I have no problems with this. I will continue to use this until it either doesn't perform, it has a smell or whatever, so that I know that it's not going to work anymore. But I do like this product a lot. If this one goes bad on me, I will probably buy another one in the future. I'm just not buying this year's because I don't have to. And then I also am using this Ambient Metallic Strobe Lighting Palette as my highlighter. I'm sorry, my contour and my blush are both from the Ambient Lighting Edit 3. And then this is my highlighter. I just dip into all 3 shades. I did end up using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer just on that blemish. That's it. I did not use it on my under eyes. And then on my eyes, I have my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. And then I have these 2 palettes from Marc Jacobs. I actually purchased both of these from TJ Maxx. I can't remember how much this little one is. It just has 3 shades, and I only used the really pale shade. These do not have shade names, but I use this just to set the base of my eyes once I had my paint pot on. And then I used this one, which is the Style Icon number 7 202, the Tease. I do remember how much I paid for this. This was $19.99 at TJ Maxx. I used this shade here on the inner third of my eye, this shade here on the middle of my eye, and then this shade on the outer portion and on the under eye. I used this shade on my inner corner, and then, this shade in my crease. So I used almost everything. Other than the tan and the gray, I used all the other shades on my eyes today. So, yeah, like I said, I got that in both of these, actually, at TJ Maxx. All right, and then I have the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. I know some people really love this. It's okay. It's an okay mascara. I have longer lashes, so what I look for in a mascara is more of a volumizing mascara, and I don't feel like this is a volumizing mascara. But it's okay. I mean, it's not bad. I got this in a beauty box, so I'm just using it. I have this Clinique Quick Liner for lips in 08 Intense Cosmo. I'm pretty much out of this. There's no more coming out, so I'm pretty sure that I'm out of this. And I didn't use this very much, like, at all. So I don't know. I can't remember if I got this in a beauty box or if I got this, purchased this. I think I might have gotten in a beauty box. It's 0.14 grams, so it's very little product in that lip liner. And then on my lips, I have this YSL matte stain in the shade number 5. I can't remember the name of it, but it's shade number 5. I got this in a beauty box as well. I think those two, the liner and that lip stain, look actually really close in shade, which is why I have those two on. And then I sprayed my face down with some Fix Plus. I think that's everything. I'm like 99% certain it's everything. So I'm going to zoom you in and we can talk about the foundation about a half an hour into having it on. Half an hour in, I think it looks pretty good. Some of my problem areas, it is starting to have a little bit of a problem. Problem areas, obviously. Along my chin, it's having a little bit of an issue. I had something weird on my nose, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up right in here. My nose was itchy, so I was just tapping it. I don't know if anybody else does that when you get itchy skin. I just tap it when I'm wearing foundation with my nail just to try to not scratch my foundation off. And I had a line, so I was patting it in. That didn't work, so I pulled out my brush that I was using for foundation, and it actually took the foundation off. So I did have to reapply it right in here. There's just a spot there. I'm not sure if this camera will pick it up, maybe at lunchtime or at 3 o'clock. It's actually past lunchtime when I'm going to be checking in. But at 3 o'clock when I do the check-in, you might be able to tell, like I said, right in here that I had to reapply. It took the foundation off, which was really weird to me. I think my forehead looks good. I think the rest of my skin looks good. Like I said, other than my chin, which is a known problem area, and that one spot on my nose where it actually took the foundation off, I think it's looking really good half an hour in. So that's where we sit. Again, like I said, I will check in at right around 3 o'clock, and then probably a little bit before 7, I will check in for the final of the day and let you know my thoughts. So I will see you in a little bit. All right, everybody, it is midday. I'm a couple minutes early, but it is 2:57. Is that picking up? 2:57? It's a little bit too bright right now. 2:57. 2:57. Okay. So I'm just a couple minutes early. I'm going to go ahead in the bright sunlight. It is sunny here today. Not as cold as it was. So we've got the sun going. Show you the skin in direct sunlight, and then I will go back in the shadow a little bit just so that I can see what's going on with my skin here. So still in daylight, but just a little bit of shadow. So this foundation, I'm a little mixed on this foundation because some parts of it look really, really good and some parts of it don't look so good. For example, in here I have these lines that I don't always get. I have gotten occasionally, but I don't get them all the time. This one is definitely giving me those lines. I feel like the chin looks okay. I've got a little fuzzy on my chin. So I think my chin looks okay, other than the fact that my camera's going very blue. Maybe if I go back in the sunlight. I think my chin looks okay. I think my cheeks look pretty good. I don't even think this is really getting too deep into my nose creases. I definitely have other foundations that are a lot worse. I don't know if the camera will pick up that spot on my nose right in here where the foundation had sort of picked up. I think someone's shooting nails. I think they're doing some construction back in the back part of my neighborhood, and sounds like they're shooting nails. Anyway, right in here is where the foundation sort of picked up from my nose when I was trying to touch it up a little bit. I don't know. Overall, looking in the mirror right now, I feel like my skin looks older than I'd like to believe it is. I feel like it's getting in a lot of the little imperfections in my skin. Now at arm's length, I think it looks really good actually. Looking in my mirror over on the side, over on this side, I think at arm's length it looks really good, but it's when you get closer up is when you start to see some of the issues. Like I said, the imperfections in my skin are definitely pulling the foundation in. It's in my line on my forehead. So I'm a little torn on this. So I'm going to keep an eye on it for the next 4 hours. It is sticky again. So, I mean, I think I told you all that it's not transferring though. I think I told you all that I did powder it, I did spray it with setting spray, but it is sticky, especially like here on my chin, trying to see if it's transferring. It doesn't appear to be transferring though, so there's that. All right, I will see you all in about 4 more hours. All right, everybody, welcome back. Time is now 6:53, so I'm just a couple minutes early. I think our check-in time was what, 11? A little bit before 11, so I'm just about 8 hours. So I'm shiny. And honestly, I wasn't shiny up until about 2 hours ago. About 2 hours ago, I really started getting like itchy, like my nose is itchy, my forehead up here is itchy, and I'm just a little bit shiny. So I think it looks good. And I don't know what you guys think, but I think it looks good for being on for 8 hours, other than the fact that I'm shiny. Now, what's weird about this is that I'm not just shiny in around my nose and my mouth. I'm actually like shiny the whole way back my cheeks. My forehead is a little bit shiny, you know, so I don't normally get shiny everywhere. At least, I mean, it's November, you know. I don't always get shiny everywhere this point in the year. I'm not quite sure why I'm so shiny. Now, I will say this is that I don't think this is supposed to be like a super mattifying foundation. Yeah. I'm just shiny. So overall though, I think it actually still looks pretty good. Looking at my chin, it doesn't look bad. I don't think it looks bad on my cheeks. I don't think it looks bad on my nose. I don't think it looks bad on my forehead. It is sort of caked in my nose creases. Not horribly. But I don't think it looks bad. I don't think it's the best foundation I've ever used, but I don't think it looks bad. You know, it's $9. Right now, when I'm filming this, it is on sale for $9 for 0.2 ounces. So if you can find a shade that you think is going to work for you and you want to try a stick foundation, I think it's actually cheaper right now than some like drugstore foundations. I think. Not all, but I think some drugstore foundations, it's stick foundation specifically, it's cheaper than right now. So I don't think it's a bad foundation. I think for me and the way my skin works with it, I think it's definitely more of like a 6 or less hour wear. Like I said, about 2 hours ago, I really started to feel itchy in different places and it just started getting really shiny. So overall, it's not a bad foundation after 8 hours of wear, but just not my favorite at this point in the day. So there are my final thoughts on the CoverFX Cover Click Cream Foundation. That's what it's called. I wanted to make sure I got that name right. So there you go. That's my first impression. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already and you would like to be, please hit that red subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that little bell to notify you when I do upload new videos. I do foundation reviews every single month, as well as unboxing videos, get readies with me, haul videos, all sorts of good stuff. Yeah. If you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. Have you tried this foundation? I don't think it's bad. Not my favorite, but not bad. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. Bye!